How you doing? Today we'll be checking out the 1.3 special program where we finally get the highly anticipated character lighter that we all been hyped for a long time and all that. But before we get to the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let's check out what news this version may bring.
Hi there, proxies! Welcome to the ZZZ 0 special program. Great to see you all again. I'm the intelligence broker with the hottest gossip on the scene,
forgot they had that guy.
Mr. Z. And next to me is...
Who's the cat?
Hello, Lady Meow. We're live now.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show.
In today's live stream, I'll be teaming up with Lady Meow to bring you all the latest updates. We truly appreciate your support.
Why so serious, Mr. Z? You're not nervous because the story is about Section 6 this time, are you?
Not at all. Section 6 is an elite team specifically trained to handle hollow disasters. To residents of New Eridu, they're like guardians watching over us.
That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but for the average person, Section 6 is definitely a group to look up to. I heard they've even got quite the fan base.
As the best intel broker in New Eridu, I've infiltrated the Section 6 fan club and got an inside scoop about the team. Next, I'll be introducing them to you
stories
all.
about them.
But before we get to Section 6, we have to first introduce HAND, the Hollow Affairs and Neutralization Department. They're one of the top governing agencies in New Eridu.
Oh, the bureaucracy.
Let's not put it that way. Although they're a high-level organization involved in city administration, HAND mainly handles matters related to hollow disasters. As a specialized agency, HAND needs
Sons
its
of
own
Khalidan
armed
is the
forces,
best faction.
which is why they established Hollow
hard to
Special
beat them.
Operations.
And Section 6 is the 6th unit of HSO.
That's right. Section 6 has built quite the reputation since its establishment and
So
gained a
cool.
lot of respect among the public. Though, under normal circumstances, few get the chance to interact with them.
But if you ever get caught up in a hollow disaster or some hollow-related crime, you might just meet this elite team.
Yep.
Getting
If
Harumasa
you do
emotes.
run into them, consider it both a blessing and a curse.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, it's a blessing in the sense that Section 6 is undeniably skilled and will definitely rescue you. But it's also a curse, since the team members are all pretty eccentric.
Look at this dude. He got the Harubasa shot and he's crying from. I guess Miyabi probably got the biggest fan club. I mean, she got the floofy ears. Impossible to beat that.
So you still better hope for the best.
Well, you aren't wrong about that, Lady Meow, but don't worry, everyone. There is one normal person among them that you can rely on.
You mean Miss Yanagi, right?
That's right. And the story we are about to witness also revolves around Miss Yanagi. Everyone knows now that HSO Section 6 is part of HAND's armed forces, and that the team members are all highly capable fighters. The founder and team leader, Miss Hoshimi Miyabi, is particularly exceptional. But it's Miss Yanagi's guidance that transforms the raw power of Section 6's field agents into an effective asset in battle.
Sounds like Miss Yanagi is the brains behind the team.
You could put it that way, but if you want to know more,
Let's play the VCR.
I have a
What's
Hollow
wrong,
Zero.
Deputy Chief?
It's probably just my imagination, but I feel like something is about to happen.
Hollow Special Operations Section 6, Heroes of New Eridu. I'm afraid no one in this world needs your salvation.
That logo, it's...
Here, I can fail countless times, but you can afford a single mistake!
hurting people like this. The special monster we're looking for. Must be you.
I, Lighter, of the Sons of Caledon,
See who was the better
I am
shot.
here to issue a challenge to all of you. To deal with you, fists are more than enough.
You've got a plan to take them down, right?
And you're going down with me! Get out of there! Sukishiro Yanagi!
Wow, that was a lot of info.
Fisting
Were Miss
is
Yanagi and Miss
300
Miyabi
bucks.
fighting? I wonder what happened.
You can ask her yourself.
Hey,
Lighter
Lady Mel,
definitely
why
had the
are
better
you
showing.
always revealing information ahead of me? Where did you even source that from?
Come on, Mr. Z. I'm an intel broker too, you know. I managed to get some audio files of Miss Yanagi. Wanna listen?
What?
Hello, I'm Tsukishiro Yanagi, Deputy Chief and Intelligence Officer of Section 6.
Is
Just now we get
this
the
from a
clip
public
shown.
recording?
Hello, Chief Tsukishiro Yanagi.
Sorry, I'm the Deputy Chief. The Chief of Section 6 is Hoshimi Miyabi. Please be careful not to confuse our positions.
How are you having a conversation with the recording?
Thank you for the clarification, Miss Yanagi. I heard Section 6 was single-handedly established by Miss Miyabi, and that it's an elite team that holds a rather special position even within hand. Is there some deeper story behind it,
Chief Miyabi played a key role in establishing Section 6, but it was also a decision carefully made by hand and the city administration in consideration of the state of the city and the Hollows. We share the same mission as our other colleagues at hand, to deal with Hollow disasters. Residents of New Eridu can also log into the city's official website for public information on all divisions of hand.
Oh my, quite the official answer. You sure don't let anything slip through, huh?
I
Well, I
probably
heard
have
that the
to skip
members of
this
Section
version.
6 are all rather eccentric.
I'm too low on
How do
pulse.
you coordinate them, Miss Yanagi?
Section 6 operates smoothly under our chief's leadership. I simply assist her by handling minor tasks when needed. Our team is equipped to deal with any major Hollow-related incidents, and my teammates know what they're doing, so there's no need for too much supervision. Of course, if anyone's skipping shifts or slacking off, then it's my duty to discipline them.
Is it just my imagination, or did the room just get colder?
Must be your imagination.
But I can tell this family would fall apart without you.
All right, let's talk about Section 6's latest operation now. Can you tell us about what you encountered during this incident?
We were invited by the HIA to test some new technology, which included trying out new equipment and recording raw data. The specifics are confidential.
Ooh, I can sense something big must have happened here. Could it be related to the new equipment? Ah, the curiosity is killing me. Looks like we'll have to find out the truth ourselves when we get to experience the new special episode. Anyway, thank you for sharing, Miss Yanagi.
I can't believe I didn't know about this intel. I have failed as an intel broker.
Don't be sad, Mr. Z. There's still more to the story in the Outer Ring, right? We're counting on you to fill us in about that.
There's the outer ring part
Really?
with,
Am I still
Coleman.
qualified to do this?
Go ahead.
Then let's shift our focus back to
last
the outer
version
ring for
already
now.
had a boss. There's
Although
no way they
Victoria
would
the Inferno
put
has
another one out
concluded,
immediately.
the story of a certain champion remains untold. After the Tour de Inferno, I'm sure all you proxies are more familiar with Lighter now. And as the champion of the Sons of Caledon, he doesn't concern himself with the names of those he's defeated. Sporting his leather jacket accented with a bright red scarf, I'd say he's the coolest guy in my book.
But the question is, why would someone so independent like him join a biker gang?
Well, although Lighter might seem like quite the lone wolf, he actually cherishes every member of the Sons of Caledon. But there must be some hidden reason behind his decision to join them.
A hidden reason? In that case, should we ask Lighter himself?
Is that what this story
Don't
gonna be
tell me
about?
you have a recording of him too.
Hello, Mr. Lighter.
Hello.
Why did you join the Sons of Caledon?
Wait, are you really just gonna ask like that? If there's a hidden reason, he wouldn't just tell us.
I owed Big Daddy a favor.
Huh? That's it?
I see. As expected of Mr. Lighter, straightforward and honest.
Thanks.
English way doesn't sound very
Speaking of which,
motivated.
the Tour d'Inferno is over and a new overlord has been crowned. But I heard there's something called Settlement Days in the Outer Ring.
I've heard of it too. By tradition, within 3 days of a new overlord taking charge, anyone with past grievances can challenge the new leader to settle scores. This is also a chance for the gangs to resolve personal grudges.
In the past, these challenges were certainly far more brutal. But in recent times, Settlement Days is more like a festival, and it's become rare to see anyone actually trying to make trouble for the Overlord.
Do you think anyone would challenge you, Mr. Lighter?
Certainly seems so. See you around.
Ah, and there he goes.
That didn't take long. And he doesn't seem nervous at all.
Right.
To be honest, I feel like his English way feels kind of it's different to the point where it feels like who even is this character? He definitely has different vibes to his Japanese way. I don't think Yanagi was ever voiced, so we never even really got a voice before that. But with Lighter, we heard the voice in the game before, so it's not like, who's that?
It doesn't seem like the Sons of Caledon are taking Settlement Days very seriously.
But like Lighter just said, things have calmed down a bit in the past few years.
In Lighter's agent story, you'll receive an invitation from the Sons of Caledon to participate in this Outer Ring celebration.
As the settlement days begin, everyone in the Sons of Caledon is goofing around. Meanwhile, Lighter readily accepts challenges and steps into the arena. However, as he continues to win battle after battle, the situation starts to take an unexpected turn.
And this is where you leave everyone hanging?
Hey, if we give away too much, there won't be any suspense.
Speaking of the Outer Ring, isn't Perlman still out cold there? We shouldn't forget, he still has crucial intel.
Perlman's
Not to
still
worry,
asleep.
it won't take long before you proxies can get that crucial intel from Perlman. And Section 6's elites will, through an unexpected turn of events, end up becoming involved with the Vision case.
Probably
This
the
is just the
thingy that
start
we
of
handed
Bell and
over to
Wise's
them,
story with the members of Section 6. So
sacrifice.
please stay tuned for future installments of the main story.
There'll still be some time before the continuation of that story. So, let's return to version 1.3 and get to introducing our agents.
Boy next door.
Already.
Character.
All right, let's dive into the intel on Miss Tsukishiro Yanagi. As you can see, I'm the one giving the info this time.
Tsukishiro Yanagi, a member of Section 6 and an S-rank anomaly agent with
I really would have
electrifying
guessed he
attacks.
was A rank.
Seriously, doesn't anyone care that I'm the one who got this info?
She wields a naginata that matches her slender frame. In combat, she uses a combination of styles to take down enemies. Her special attack lets her attack enemies while changing her stance. Yanagi's available moves will change depending on her stance, and she'll also get different buffs. These buffs remain in effect for some time after Yanagi switches stances.
Simply put, as long as you keep a good rhythm of switching her stances, Yanagi can continuously receive the buffs from both stances. Also, after Yanagi switches her stance, every time she deals damage with a basic attack, her anomaly buildup increases. When she unleashes her EX special attack, Yanagi enters Shinra Bansho state and switches her stance. She charges up and rushes in with a forward stab, followed by a powerful downward attack, dealing electric damage. If the target is under an anomaly, Yanagi will trigger a special disorder effect without removing the target's anomaly while giving herself a buff.
Now, let's see this in action.
In combat,
Wish I
you
were
can switch
bonus
Yanagi
Lucy.
in to unleash her EX special attack after her teammate triggers an anomaly, dealing extra damage while applying debuffs. In such cases, Yanagi deals massive electric damage while switching from stance to stance to maintain her
But I will
buffs.
probably use
There is
bonus
none of the usual gentleness that Yanagi
ult
seems to
instead of
exude
us.
when activating her ultimate. Only intense focus as she lets loose a flurry of deadly slashes.
Trust me, you don't want to be on her bad side when she gets serious.
Agreed, but in her day-to-day life, Yanagi is still a gentle person. She only becomes that serious when things get real.
Oh? Got more details to share?
I can't give away everything just yet. Now let's shift our focus to Lighter. Here comes Lighter, an S-rank fire and stun agent.
If you saw our last special program, you probably still remember this cool dude.
Indeed, he's a proud member of the Sons of Caledon, no doubt. With those golden gauntlets and that red scarf, he certainly stands out in a crowd. But
As a
truth be
stunner
told,
main, you gotta
Lighter's
get him.
not one to hog the spotlight.
And of
You go
course,
for
he
bonus
uses his
soldier level.
fists in combat. Lighter faces his enemies head-on in close-range combat. And when
Just
his
the
morale
aura
is
thing.
high enough, the 5th hit of his basic attack sends him into an enhanced state. In this state, he consumes morale and increases his impact to quickly stun his foes. His attacks also reduce the
You got the
target's fire
bar
and
that he
ice
throws,
resistance
and then you aura
and
auras.
makes them stunned longer. Also, when Lighter fights alongside teammates
They
with the
actually-
attack specialty
they
or
actually
his
did the
Sons
thing
of
it-
Caledon friends, he allows his teammates to deal more fire and ice damage when he hits enemies.
During combat,
Ellen
Lighter
and
recovers
Ferryman.
morale as his teammates face off against opponents. Once
Because that clearly means they wouldn't show a random. Well, that's kind of random to have ferryman as. But that means because there's no overlap that ice and fire characters are most likely ice and fire characters and also Sons of Caledon characters are his synergy. That's kind of surprising that Ferryman as well. Doesn't Ferryman have to be the one stunning to get his damage bonus out? So you could actually use him for Ellen. Because I would have potentially thought of Ellen, Lyda, and Sokaku. Also, I don't have Ferryman to begin with, but I would have thought of Sokaku as the more powerful buffer for Ellen. Maybe if the banner's nice, I could, because then there's not really too much of a loss, because I don't have the pulse really to do anything. I'm really out. I'm just getting Jane and Burness was already insanely lucky. This could potentially buff Ellen enough to make Ellen great again.
Lighter is ready to roll, you can use a quick assist to switch him in. He can hammer enemies with a
he does the
continuous
aura
flurry of
thing.
punches while nimbly dodging attacks. This helps him stun enemies quicker, setting up his team for some serious DPS. And when it's time for his ultimate,
This
Lighter
thing
slams
is
the ground with a
300
powerful punch, dealing massive damage and daze to nearby enemies.
With his fiery fists and powerful fighting style, Lighter sure is a hot one.
Right. Got it. That's all for our new agents, but let's not forget our new Bang Boo,
Baddie Boo.
and Night Boo.
2 new Bang Boo?
You already
Any
seen
chance they'll
Baddie
help
Boo.
get our Mahjong game going? We're still
Baddie Boo was the one that was in the chain mission with When you played Jane in the special story, that was Baddie Boo. He was part of the enemy gang.
Short 2 players, you know.
I don't think so. Let's stay on track.
After the 1.3 update, proxies can signal search.
That's Baddie Boo. So Baddie Boo is an A rank. Night Boo is an A rank too. They're both A ranks.
In the Bang Boo channel to get the A rank Bang Boo Baddie Boo. And may also get Night Boo as a reward from the event The Mystery of Arpeggio Fault. Just so you know, the only way to obtain Night Boo as of now will be from that event.
Baddie Boo is an A-rank Bang Boo who uses rockets and Molotov cocktails to deal fire damage with his active skill. When teaming up with an agent and activating a chain attack, Baddie Boo leaps forward and shoots a rocket, dealing fire damage in a large area ahead.
Take them all out with one big blast. Very nice.
Now our other A-rank Bang Boo, Night Boo, can summon stars onto the battlefield. Collecting those stars restores energy for agents. When activating a chain attack, Night Boo summons 3 rainbow ponies. The ponies trample enemies ahead, dealing ether damage. With these new agents and Bang Boo raring to go, let's talk about signal searching.
Meow.
In the first half of version 1.3, proxies will have access to the exclusive channel Moonlit Serenity and
I'm gonna reiterate Sokaku Billy
and the W Engine channel Dissonant Sonata,
Yanagi,
where you can obtain the
and Lucy and Corin on Lighter.
exclusive S-rank agents Tsukishiro Yanagi and S-rank W Engine Time Weaver.
In the latter half, the exclusive channel Champion of Embers and the W Engine channel Dissonant Sonata will be offering exclusive S-rank agent Lighter and the S-rank W Engine Blazing Laurel. As for the 1.3 check-in events, each proxy can get 10 encrypted master tapes and 10 boopons in total. So don't forget to log in.
Now let's see.
Also, many of you probably know that you can obtain a dynamic background when reaching Trust Rank 4 with characters. Here are Yanagi and Lighter's dynamic backgrounds.
Just show that us.
Ooh, those are nice. Better get those trust ranks up.
And don't forget the new Bang Boo. These new friends are itching to team up with you all.
Maybe we can squeeze in a couple rounds of mahjong before they go join our proxies?
Perhaps we should drop that topic for now.
I think Lucy's better than both of them.
What topic should we talk about instead?
Maybe something that proxies really like.
Redemption code, go!
They didn't say who's Forster. I mean, we already tapped in that. I put that. I thought they would be going for the.
With the version 1.3 update, we'll be introducing some new events and game modes too.
Let's take a look.
First of all, Miss Yanagi and Mr. Lighter stories are coming.
Right. In version 1.3, our new stories will be available through the themed event TV schedule. This event has unique tokens, which proxies can earn from story broadcast and warm-up exercises, and then exchange them for rewards.
Wait, what?
In Tsukishiro Yanagi's program in the TV schedule, Moonlight Traces, proxies can check out Tsukishiro Yanagi's story and themed stages. Meanwhile, in Lighter's TV schedule program, The Champion, not only can you find Lighter's story and stages, you can also check out the special.
It's like a main and side story stuff with the character stories, and not just the free chapters like usual, but they extended.
Special play in which players can use Lighter across a series of horizontal battle stages. Each stage will give Lighter a different.
Wait, we're playing a fighting game now. We actually turned this into Lighter actually turns this into a fighting game. So Lighter can Kara cancel the enemies or something like that. Look at him. That's the Kara cancel. you gotta master to master Lighter.
Buff. Of course, we can't let Lighter fight alone. At the start of each stage, proxies can designate an agent as a supporting character. Call them in at the right times to summon them and have them unleash their skills.
Timing your support character right can lead to additional buffs. As for our combat lovers, we've added a new permanent gameplay mode, the Simulated Battle Trials.
Simulated
By fighting
universe.
battle after exhilarating battle, proxies can steadily climb higher on the tower.
Apart from rewards, players will obtain a badge upon reaching a certain floor. The higher you climb, the shinier your medal gets.
It's gonna be a timer
But
thing
please
again.
keep this in mind. The higher you climb, the tougher your opponents, and your agents won't recover.
It basically, the reality is, the higher you climb, the bigger of HP stacks you have to go through.
Until you complete the entire phase. Like your HP, for example. Agents will retain the amount of HP they had from the previous battle.
When an agent falls in battle, proxies can select a replacement from their reserves. As you keep going through the challenge, you'll unlock more agents to choose from.
Yep. And enemy abilities will get stronger in simulated battle trials too.
The timer's
For
probably the
example,
biggest
when you
problem.
beat one of the twin bosses, they resurrect faster than in regular fights. You
Oh,
gotta
they
stay
all-
flexible with your teams to conquer that tower.
Go
They
for it,
revive
proxies!
faster than before. There's gonna be
In
such a pain
addition,
in
we're
the
adding a
ass.
new roguelike gameplay mode in Hollow Zero called The Mystery of Arpeggio Fault. This mode is split into 5 chapters. Each chapter has multiple floors of randomly generated areas waiting to be explored.
As you can see, in this mode, proxies will encounter various events as they explore using the HDD.
You can fight enemies by
The
ramming their
TV
tiles
mode.
and defeat them by literally bumping into them with sufficient
We're
combat
full-
power.
In addition-
We've made the full cycle from complaining about too much TV to complaining about lack of TV in the last version. Now we get a full-on mode where you don't even fight, you just bonk them in the TV mode.
You can even loot some NPCs via board combat. Like this innocent shopkeeper here. Let's help ourselves to all the loot.
Looks like even the store owners can't resist the proxy's sheer power, their sharp wit.
Also in this game mode, instead of applying to combat, Rizonia will affect the HDD TV monitor board. The Bang you get in-game will show up as special Bang Rizonia, following proxies and providing bonus effects. During exploration, proxies will gain EXP, which can be used to activate the Blessing Group, chosen
You
at the
just bonk
start
them.
to boost your exploration abilities.
Once you've finished exploring a floor, you can move on to the next one for more resources. The resources you collect can be used to upgrade your skill tree while
interesting,
outside
although
the
that's
game
basically a
mode,
whole
giving you
different
even
game.
more buffs for your next adventure.
It's like a
And the neat thing is, the buffs you get from the skill tree are completely up to you. So, proxies can customize their skills to suit their style.
Now that we've talked about the gameplay, let's
And that's-
discuss rewards.
I guess
There
that's
are
the
both
event where you
permanent
get
and
that.
limited time rewards.
no,
Besides
never mind.
polychromes, proxies
I
can
understand now. So the limited reward is the night boo, but the mode is permanent. Kind of how all Star Rail events kind of work, where the permanent rewards are like you get like 1.5 polychrome or something, and the limited reward is like 100 or something.
also get the new Bang Night Boo.
I won't delve into the details here. Let's leave it to our proxies to explore for themselves.
Oh, and I heard that the HIA is hosting a new event too. There, proxies can engage in test battles with different buffs for each stage.
get
Notably,
trial
they're
counters
offering
too?
stages where you can test out the new agent,
That's what-
Tsukishiro Yanagi. Utilizing specific buffs, proxies can try soloing the stages with a single agent.
Is that a new enemy?
So don't miss out if that sounds like something you're into.
By the way, have you heard the buzz about Breaded Belief in New Eridu? They're gearing up to open a pop-up store at
we
Lumina
we
Square
have
soon.
another restaurant to manage.
Wow, perhaps we'll bump into some familiar faces.
Not only that, Word has it that the chef needs some help to host a special group of lucky
Another
customers.
food event.
Lend a hand, and you might score a spot as a VVVIP customer at the store.
And who knows, there might be more rewards waiting too.
Little Bangbu dreaming big dreams. Apart from this recruitment for catering services, a Bangbu coach has thrown out an invite too. The ENNA Assistant Program event is coming your way in version 1.3. During this event, proxies can visit different Bangbu each day to accept tasks. Take photos for the Bangbu and assist the coach in checking on the results of their training.
Those Bangbu can be a handful. If you want to check the results of their training, you gotta start by counting them. Don't let any distractions throw you off.
Bangbu always appreciate a helping hand from proxies. So, besides the event rewards, you can also get some photo wall decorations in return.
There's also a Bangbu.
I just realized I forgot the photo wall even existed as a mechanic in the game. I completely I think we only got like one photo or something for that wall. I completely forgot there was even a mechanic to begin with. Like I know at some mission we had to put one picture up on there, but then I completely forgot that it even existed to begin with. Did we ever get any photos for that? I don't even know. I know it's somewhere in the room or something. Like it's like semi-abandoned feature, but now we get exclusive picture we can put on there. So we, well, I guess you still cannot invite other people in there. So there's not really much of a point for that.
With a little cart handing out tasks too. Head over to the Help Kai event, complete tasks, and get some sweet rewards as thanks. By the way, have you heard? San Z Studio is opening up in Lumina Square.
They're stocking up on all the latest gadgets. Swing by and check it out.
Don't just window shop. If you see something you
like,
grab it and show off your latest finds on
like
your display stand on the second floor of the video store.
Treat yourself to something nice.
In addition, we will be getting double drops events.
Can we put up the chart there? And that's pretty good. Double reward
for
is
combat simulation and routine cleanup.
That's
so
good.
proxies,
Double.
Get your farming hats on.
Double relics.
In version 1.3, we optimized the layout of the France system, expanding the size of the name card.
I got a bunch of mediocre one, but I actually got a fairly decent relic for bonus. I can show you later. I got a disc 5 with fire damage and some nice stuff.
And adding a section to display titles and badges.
Proxies will be able to get various titles from events and from Agent Trust. You can only equip one title.
And as for these badges, you can earn them from various game modes and have multiple on display at once.
Of course, if you'd rather not show off any titles or badges, that's totally fine too. Just change your title or toggle both off through your social settings.
With all the
I'm gonna pick the goofiest title imaginable.
those events, proxies will have their hands full for a while.
But wait, there's more. I know you've got a whole list of optimizations too. Come on, spill!
Stuff gets optimized.
Of course. In version 1.3, we've tweaked the functionality, appearance, and gadgets for the compendium. For example, we've improved how daily tasks are displayed under the Errands tab. Now, even if your engagement is maxed out, you'll still see incomplete tasks marked out with the Go To button for easy access.
We've also revamped the weekly tasks at the very left under the Errands tab. This update introduces a new interface and way to choose tasks, which refresh weekly.
This update will drop on November 11th, a week after the new version is released. Moreover, the Challenge tab has been renamed to Combat for better clarity. Under the Combat tab, you'll find new ways to access standard game modes, like the Investigator Training Course in version 1.2 and the new game modes that will be added in version 1.3.
We've added a new Tactics tab on the far right side of the compendium. Proxies can use it to access combat tutorial stages, getting more familiar with the mechanics, meeting learning targets.
I mean, I don't know when they update it so that you can run around as older characters. And you can finally run around as Lucy or Corin.
And obtaining first clear rewards. Plus, you can access free training and your cooperation exercises from here too.
All these training exercises are now conveniently grouped together.
Yeah, and also, we've optimized the interfaces, layouts, stores, and the claiming of rewards for Notorious Hunt, Shiyu Defense, and Hollow Zero. We've also added a new related agent feature for Expert Challenge, Notorious Hunt, and Routine Cleanup, where proxies can now check agents who need the materials and disk drives from each stage. When it comes to building your agents, we've made a number of changes regarding materials, drive disk.
If it's straightforward with a character, then it's probably decent enough, the guide. But for characters where there's multiple choices, like support characters, they end up with probably giving you garbage advice, or at least they probably won't give you the necessarily the right advice on supports, which set you ideally take. But I think for most DPS sets it will probably be very accurate.
W engines and more.
For example, we're adding a quick craft/dismantle function in version 1.3. In the past, when you were short on materials, you could either craft with lower level mats, dismantle more advanced ones, or use comprehensive ones to fill in the gaps. However, only materials one level lower were considered before.
With this update, the system now checks for materials across levels. You can skip slogging through multiple interfaces, crafting level by level, and instead get everything you need on a single pop-up window.
That's pretty good.
Provided you have enough necessary materials, of course.
Yep. So, if you're running low on materials one level
you
down,
never get the
but
lowest
have
level
plenty
ones
of
either way.
even lower level materials, you can craft across levels with a single action.
I like it! But while we've always been able to craft low-level materials into more advanced ones, then maybe we should let other items have a go too.
You bet! In version 1.3, we're extending this handy feature to drive disk master copies as well. So, proxies will be able to craft more advanced tuning items to get more.
Oh, that's kind of... I don't think I used that many of the red ones anyway. So you can turn the red and the blue ones maybe into into a few more orange ones by transmuting them. Nice. I don't think I used any of the red ones in a while.
More advanced drive disks.
That really is handy.
Oh yeah, and that's not the end of it. We've added a new sort by time to the drive disk menu.
Then I can also sort my drive disks by when I got them and dismantle them in batches now too?
Exactly. We've optimized the whole drive disk dismantling experience.
You can dismantle all the A-rings and turn them into S-rank crafters.
Making it a breeze to filter disks that you don't need. Plus, the old Select All has been replaced by Quick Select. Just a tap, and you can select all drive disks of a specific grade or all those marked as discarded.
We've added a new details button for dismantling drive disks and W engines. And the original filter button is now an icon with text for better clarity. These minor UI changes can really amp up the whole experience. Also, in version 1.3, you can pin your favorite agents and Bangboo. You can pin your agents and Bangboo for the agent menu, remodeling shop, Bangboo deployment interface, and more.
Now you can find your faves with ease.
And let's not forget about the tweaks in the drive disk selection screen over at the music store. Now you can view more sets at once. Moreover, we've added quick access from the drive disk recommendations interface. Overall, these touches are all about smoothing out the bumps in your experience.
Oh no, all that excitement drained my energy. Time for a cat nap.
Huh? Wait! Hey, hang on a little longer. Lady Meow! Lady Meow! Don't worry, proxies. We're professional intel brokers. Even if we're nodding off, we'll stay hanging on. Well, that's a wrap for today's show. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time. Bye!
Hacked. Chinese hacker man got in. Oh no, we're hacked. Guess there's enough in it. Well, there's some nice changes on the quality of life. They mentioned Perlman, but we're probably not gonna get we're not necessarily gonna. They mentioned that he's still in the hands of the Sons of Caledon, but they didn't. Yeah, what's with the 4 stars actually? They didn't announce them. I thought I guess they might be announced in for different means. I guess at this point they probably already announced them. Let me check on that, Rick. Who are the 4 stars? Yeah, I found them. Give me a second. I will open the 4-star lineup for you in a moment. In presentable. There's a Reddit thread on it, and actually I was kind of close to a certain degree, but damn, you actually got the full one, Yusuke, on the second one. Your adjustment was actually right. There we go. You have Anbi and Billy. I guess Billy, right? I would know they would put something, but I guess the character that should synergize with her would be Anbi. But it's overall kind of an awkward one, especially if you go for a disorder. Lyda is pretty awkward on it because Ben is pretty terrible. Coron, as much as she's pretty cute, she's not really that. She's basically just up there on the tier list in no Sokaku. I guess Sokaku will be saved for Miyabi probably or something, because Miyabi is still the ice character and Sokaku has better synergy with Miyabi. And then it's gonna be some random bullshit on the Miyabi banner, and so, unless they go for a synergy attack with Harumasa, both Harumasa and Miyabi could have a potential to have Sokaku. Nah, Lucy is definitely the best. Lucy has so many teams. Lucy has probably the most teams of any 4-star character in the game, just because the Lucy Caesar package is so OP. Like every fire DPS that solo actually changed a bit because Burnus is with Soldier 11, and then it's Lucy or Caesar in the same. But Lucy is probably the best 4-star in the game. Seth has lost most of his teams currently, because most of the anomaly are going for anomaly disorder instead of multiple. Instead of a single anomaly DPS, so Seth's buff being single target in nature has lost a lot of value. Maybe if there's like in like a single anomaly team where you focus on one anomaly, Seth probably is the best support, but as soon as there's a second character, he starts falling off. But they definitely do not have the best. I guess I could be getting more currents by pulling on lighter. But I already have big physical damage with Jane, and Jane is obviously the strongest right now in the game. I mean, to be honest, I have no idea how to use Ben. Like I think he's like supposed to use his skill as a counter and then he puts up a shield, but for some reason I never figured out how to really put up a shield. He's like a mediocre semi-stunner replacement for Coletta, and Coletta is already kind of mediocre to begin with. Ben might be one of the worst characters in the game, because there's absolutely zero reason to ever play Ben. He might even be the worst. I might even go that Ben is the worst character in the game, because even with characters like Billy who are not really that great and Corin, you still can do something, but Ben really has nothing. Like, has nothing. He's just bad. It's like a terrible stunner when you could just use Anbi instead. Oh well. But let me ramp up this now that we've finished. There's a lot of stuff. I might get convinced into pulling some for lighter. He looks pretty cool and all that, and he could be helpful for Ellen and all that in fixing, make Ellen great again or something like that. But there's also a chance that I might just skip. I will decide, I guess, when it comes. The events look kind of fun, new game modes look interesting, and the improvements also kind of seem to go the right way. Let me see what it's like, I guess. Either way, thanks for watching and have a nice day.